Our Collision 2015 coverage is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Go ahead and imagine presenting the thinnest and lightest Surface ever, the Surface 3, the perfect balance of performance and value for students, family, and more. Order yours today or check out all the other latest gadgets at f5live.tv/Microsoft.
And we're going to know about another company here pretty quick. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Rahul. I'm the CEO of Megavenues.com.
Okay.
Megavenues is basically a marketplace for event spaces. So thousands of venues have listed up with us. Everybody from 5 stars to smaller venues, yachts, yards. Anybody who has an extra property where an event can be hosted. List up with us, and we have thousands of people using our site for planning private parties, conferences, birthday parties, bachelor parties, weddings, all sorts of events. So it's like a complete marketplace for any event spaces. Yes.
Very cool. So who is your target demo?
A target demo is anybody who's anybody who's planning an event. Tomorrow you start planning an event. Let's say you want to invite 25 people, throw a party.
Okay.
You want a DJ. You want to hire a caterer. Probably look for a place that's open till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You can do that from our site. Get a bunch of venues. Get quotations from them in real time, and book. And so we basically make it insanely easy for anybody to plan even small to big parties to conferences to any sort of
I was going to say, so
yeah.
Anything from like a wedding reception size to collision.
To collision, yeah. So
and everything in between.
Yeah.
Now, is this strictly a North America thing? Is it an international market?
Yeah. So we actually started in India 15 months back, and we started getting some good traction, started passing a lot of lead volume. A lot of people started using our site. So we expanded to 9 cities in India. We launched Dubai and Singapore 1.5 months back. And we are launching the US edition of our website at Collision today. So
excellent.
Congratulations.
So we are up and running right now.
We are up and running right
States?
now. So
Awesome.
if you go to Megavenues.com, you can plan events in Seattle, Los Angeles, and obviously Las Vegas. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
So what about South Florida? Because I have a wedding coming up.
Well, for you, we'll get it up in 2 weeks.
I love it here. This is one of my favorite places I've been so far.
Well, that's a promise. That's a promise on camera. We'll get it up in 2 weeks for you.
That's
Yeah. So in terms of our current traction, we pass around close to $1.7 to $2 million worth of leads in a week from our platform.
wow. Okay. So that's
also these are leads. All sorts of events.
Yeah.
Of all sorts of events.
So, but that's certainly an indication of movement, which is important.
Yeah, and that is what has given us, the confidence and the validity of moving fast into 4 countries within a year.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like from 15 months back, being in just
one city.
one city in India, and now. You're moving into the U.S.
Yeah, we're around 16 cities now, 4 countries, across 4 countries.
That's really cool. So how did you manage to go to grow the infrastructure from being in one city in India to now
international,
having Las Vegas
in a year?
Yeah.
In a year's time.
Yeah, so we have a very strong sales and business development team which have focused. Obviously, our tech and design team has designed products which are scalable very fast across international markets. So we have always focused from start to so that we can move across countries very fast. So I think our technology is one of our main advantages. How we have ramped it up very fast to adopt to new markets.
Now it's megavenues.com.
Yeah.
Mind if I?
Yeah. So that's Megavenues.
So it's megavenues.com, the best marketplace for event venues and event professionals.
Yeah.
and all they would have to do is go to the website. Is there any other ways to contact you via Twitter, Facebook? Do you have any kind of social media handles or anything that you'd like to plug?
Our social media handles are all Megavenues. Twitter is @Megavenues, MEGAVENUES. Same with Facebook, Facebook.com/Megavenues. So.
And what are your plans for growing? Because it doesn't seem like you're stopping. It seems like this thing's a big snowball tumbling forward, and you're already crossed into a couple cities in North America. Obviously, you're going to spread throughout as much of North America as you can, at least the major metropolitans.
Yeah, so this is a huge market. Only in terms of weddings, around $22 billion are spent in US every year. And with a marketing budget, nobody would know better than you, obviously.
20% of it by Trey.
Around $3 billion on marketing expenses. So we are trying to get a big chunk of that market.
That's incredible. And you have plans of expanding to not only the U.S., do you plan on expanding to even further countries?
But we're going to focus on U.S. For 1 year now. Because huge market, lots of cities that we have to rally our sales team and ramp up our technology right now, and then we'll be we are looking at moving at Australia and Europe after that.
That is incredible. Well, it sounds like you guys are more than capable of being able to handle it. If you went through all the countries or all the cities where you started, and then moving into Dubai, and then crossing over into the United States, and already jumping through massive markets in the United States in under 2 years.
Yeah.
So if you're going to spend if you were able to do that in under 2 years, I wholeheartedly believe in your company to be able to knock out North America in a year.
Well, thank you. So we sure hope so.
It legitimately seems like a feasible plan.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys all the best. This is actually a really neat product.
Yeah, it really it's something that's needed. That's the important thing.
Yeah,
it's obviously something that's needed.
Yeah, it started out of need. So we were planning a party for one of our friends. We wanted to hire places, but we had to make a dozen phone calls, get quotations and stuff.
Yeah, you've got to call all these venues, and you have to find the venues before you make the call, which is a pain. Even finding the venues is not easy.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
So what we wanted is just click one button, birthday party, and all birthday party venues there. You just say 50 to 100 people, $50 per head, and that's it. You get everything in front of you, and you can just connect instantly.
Very cool. So. Well, it sounds like a great platform. I'm glad that you guys are coming to the U.S. and expanding.
Sure. Thank you.
Have a good rest of Collision.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
I appreciate you inviting us.
So a really, really a great idea, and I'm glad we have this opportunity to do this. Talk to all these new companies that are either just getting started or just expanding at a huge at a huge rate. I mean, 15 months from nothing to Vegas.
Yeah. Well, from nothing to, all right, well, we did all these places locally. Let's go North America?
Yeah.
Go to Vegas, California, New York, Florida. Let's knock out all these major metropolitan areas. I mean, it seems like they really are snowballing in. Now, a lot